Well, the time has finally come for me to do one of my Grateful House puzzles. This is my Grateful House collection. I am yet to do one. Very excited about these, and all I've really noticed so far. I'm very excited about these just based on the packaging. It makes me think these are a very high quality puzzle. So I'm going to select one, and then I'm going to set up the camera and let you watch me do it, and we'll talk about it as we go. Barn quilts, evening lights, welcome back, Polar Express, and carousel. I'll have to check and see what other puzzles they've got because I may want more of this collection. So, which one to start with? Well, this one has really caught my eye. So we are going to start with welcome back. Pull that one aside, but take the others away. I apologize that my nice white puzzle table isn't white. The reason being is that underneath I still have my 6,000 piece Educa puzzle, which I am thinking about gluing and mounting, but not ready to do it yet. So in order to clear myself a space, I happen to have a piece of cardboard that fit the table, so I put it on top. So we're going to do it on top of the piece of cardboard as opposed to the white table. So I think maybe it's time to take a closer look at this puzzle. Okay, here we are. Welcome back by Grateful House. Seems funny that I should do the first one should be welcome back, but it's the one that caught my eye, so that's what we're going to start with. As I mentioned, the packaging is amazing on these. You look at the box, it's a very well built box and with a very, very nice finish. Not glossy, matte, so it's very easy to see the picture. If I look inside, I find it says enclosed, a gift card. That's very nice. I've never seen that in a puzzle before. So you know what? I'm not going to do anything with it, so I will keep it sealed for now. This is the part that really amazes me, is the cloth canvas bag with a nice gold color zipper. If that's not the best packaging I've ever seen, I'm not sure what is. And on top of that, we have a poster. And if I'm not mistaken, this poster here is the full size of the puzzle. I suppose I could just lay it right on the table and pick up any piece and put it right on a poster. Let's just see if that would work or not. Let's just grab a piece of puzzle here. Okay, and take a look. Oh, looks like we have an eye. I would say that would work very well because that piece fits right there on top of the eye. Look at that, eh? That's amazing. I don't think I'm going to do it this way. I think we'll do it in my normal method, but that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So let's put some of this stuff aside. And go to work. I think maybe the box may do for me for now. So we'll set this aside as well. Pull it out when we need it. Dump out the pieces. None inside. This feels just very nice. Very impressed with this. Okay. Anybody who's watched my videos knows my standard procedure is to lay out all the pieces face up and to then start putting the puzzle together from there. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, got all of the pieces turned over, face up, and nicely set up on my table, still leaving me a place to work. The only sorting I do when I do a puzzle is I pull out the edge pieces. I don't necessarily do the edge first, and in this particular case I don't think I will. I usually do it as I feel it's necessary. My normal practice for a puzzle is to pick something that really stands out at me and then start there and just build from there. One of the things I have to bring out and mention is if you look at the shape of these pieces, just pull a few aside here, you can see this is a grid cut, but yet you can also see that there is enough variation and difference in shape to these so that they should be somewhat easier to put in than, say, a Eurographics, which can be quite difficult if they're all the same shape. So there seems to be enough shape variation so that I think that will make this enjoyable to do and make the pieces somewhat easier to find. Also, I noticed the thickness of the pieces. These are actually quite thick, I feel. They very high quality. Certainly done puzzles where they're thinner. And also, I have to mention that this puzzle isn't new. This puzzle has been done before. I bought all of my Grateful House puzzles from a friend who had done them. I know that she's very careful with puzzles when she does them, so I normally get puzzles from her in very good shape. But going through here, I can honestly say there is not any damage to not one single piece. That tells me a couple things. One, she's careful with puzzles, which I know. And two, the puzzle pieces are well made. There are some puzzles that it doesn't matter how careful you are, you seem to damage one or two just by doing the puzzle. So with that, we're going to get to work again. So we'll set the camera back up and see how we make out. Okay, a little update here. We finished the sky portion. I know I said I don't do the border first, and it may have looked like it when you saw me pulling border pieces almost right away, but it appeared as though the sky would be a nice place to start. And with this being a portrait style puzzle as opposed to landscape, I tend to like to do the top first because it's a little more difficult to reach from a chair from sitting at the bottom. So I tend to like to do that and sort of push the puzzle upward. So if I look at my poster here now, so as you can see, we've done this portion across the top. So I think maybe we can probably find this bird here without too much trouble. Seems to be a color I can find. Maybe the small tiger and part of the chair. I could work our way into the large tiger. So we'll take a look at it. Maybe a little more border down here to fit in the small tiger, but okay, time for another update. We are, I would say, over half done. As you can see, I've got all the lighter colors done. And even if you look at the picture, we have mostly the dark to continue. It's worked well. like I mentioned earlier, with a portrait style puzzle, I like when I'm able to start at the top and just keep pushing it up and work my way down. And for this, it's worked out very well. But I would have to say, the pieces on this are absolutely wonderful. The variation in the shapes is really nice, and the quality of the pieces are amazing. I am really truly enjoying it. Actually, there is no such thing as a misfit or putting a piece in the wrong place on this puzzle. It's not possible. It doesn't happen. So anyway, we'll set the camera back up and go at her again. And the last piece, as per tradition, sign and date the last piece. June 7th of 2022. And put it in, and we are done. 4 hours, 45 minutes. Not that I'm racing, but that gives me an idea of the difficulty of a puzzle. Grateful House, welcome back puzzle. You look at it, you can see the picture is very defined, very clear. There's no ambiguity about where a piece fits based on size, color, shape. I would say it has been a very, very enjoyable puzzle. I like the matte finish. I'm not a real big fan of glossy finish because I don't like the reflection of the light above. So I look at this now and I say, all right, what do I think? What do I think of a Grateful House puzzle? Well, I would say based on fit, it gets a 10 out of 10. Finish, a 10 out of 10. Shape, color, 10 out of 10. What more can I say? The other things that go nicely with it, you take a look at this here. You take a look at the puzzle and the poster side by side. And you know what? They look very, very good. So, a quick review of the Grateful House puzzle. As I mentioned earlier, the box and the packaging is first rate. In it comes a very nice gift card to give to somebody. I'm not sure who I would give it to. I might actually just keep it because I like it. Also, the other part that is very amazing is the cloth canvas bag for the puzzle pieces. I try to minimize my use of plastic from time to time, so this here is very nice. I don't need to go get a plastic bag to put the pieces in. I've got a nice bag and it's not plastic. I give that very, very high ratings. As I mentioned before, the puzzle color very clear. There is no misfits in this puzzle. There is no putting a piece in the wrong spot because the cut is that unique that they only go one place, and it's very easy to determine that. And when you set it right beside the full-size poster, they look very good together. So there you have it. My first Grateful House puzzle. As I showed earlier, I have 5 of them. I believe there's 2 or 3 more I don't have. I'm going to have to do a bit of research now because after this one here, this one I will be keeping. I will not be trading or selling this. So that probably tells me I will be keeping all of my Grateful House puzzles. With that being said, I will now endeavor to find the others and purchase them so that I have the full set. I think this is a puzzle company, and this is a puzzle that is definitely a keeper in my collection and not one that passes through my hands and moves on. Anybody who hasn't done a Grateful House puzzle, I would suggest you go buy one. The price point is not unreal or unrealistic for the quality of the puzzle you get. And it's kind of like if you've always wanted to drive a Mercedes and the chance comes along, you grab it. This, in my mind, is the Mercedes of puzzles. So, well done, Grateful House. Great puzzle. If you like this video, give us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we welcome any comments or any questions regarding the puzzle I just did. With that, we'll leave it there and catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.